Now, I'm not a pessimist, and I'm not going to play Debbie Downer, but I am going to illustrate the cons to the MOOC. Now, my partner, Mike Petrowski, he spoke about the pros. Hopefully you saw his video first. He took you through all the bells and whistles, pointed out all the neat features, how it's very user-friendly. He even pointed out how the professor here in the video captivated an audience just in the first few seconds. I'm not going to knock the course content itself. I'm going to actually speak about the adverse attributes associated with the MOOC itself. And it's going to be really easy because I'm going to focus just on one element. And we're going to work our way down a little further. Here we are. The free certificate. So, when you think about why you take this course, why are you engaging in adult learning? I know Knowles had 6 attributes, Malcolm Knowles, learning theorist, had 6 attributes associated with adult learning, andragogy. And one of those attributes is motivation. So, in respect to this MOOC, or online course, if you're an intrinsically motivated person, you'll experience satisfaction from the expert power you gain from the course. Maybe it'll make you a little bit smarter at work. It might institute a little job enrichment. People will be impressed with your newfound knowledge. But however, if you're looking for extrinsic rewards, you better hope your employer isn't concerned about the accreditation, because you're going to get a free certificate, and the free certificate may look good in your office or next to your trophies from back when you were a kid, but that may be all you get from it, because only 5 courses from Coursera have been approved for ACE credit, and this is not one of them. So let's look at some of the other adverse attributes associated with these courses. A few thousand students can be enrolled in a given course. So now you're going to depend on peer-to-peer interaction. And because certainly one professor is not going to be able to facilitate a course of thousands at a given time. So the peer-to-peer interaction raises a question of peer credibility. So we have a method of delivery for the course, and that corresponds with a connectivist approach to learning. However, the way the course is being facilitated lends itself to more of a constructivist approach. So how do you substantiate who are the more knowledgeable others, the MKOs that you read about in Vygotsky's constructivist theory? And how about the credibility of the student? You know, many schools implement measures to prevent cheating or plagiarism. You know, plagiarism, sure, there's a lot of software out there to detect it, but as far as who's on the other end of that computer, you know, at least with this program, the MAIT, you experience all 3 types of learning. You have the synchronous, the asynchronous, and you have the virtual classroom learning. So with this MOOC, you're not really going to experience the synchronous learning. So it's going to be really hard to substantiate who's on the other end. And how do you institute measures to your students who are located in India or Pakistan? So there's a lot of subjectivity involved with peer-to-peer learning. So the peers are pretty much setting the standards when they perform their evaluations, which may explain why the charts exhibited such favorable statistics in the video associated with this assignment. So although proficiency can be developed for tech-based courses, I've experienced it in the MAIT program, but what do you do about learners who may not be ready? They may not be ready to engage in this type of learning, or the learning really isn't tailored to the type of learning that would work for them. Suppose they don't possess the proficiency. So, just to recap, like I said, the course is laid out fine. I'm sure it had a pretty comprehensive lesson plan that was developed, and I'm sure there's a lot of credibility associated with the gentleman that's pictured in the video, but we have some significant issues on, the motivation of taking a course. Do you just want the free certificate? Are you looking to enrich your life with the newfound knowledge? Do you want to look a little smarter at work and be able to perform better? I don't know. But like I said, you also come into issues with the delivery and how it corresponds with more of a connectivist uh, approach to learning. But the course is facilitated to correspond with a constructivist approach to learning. We have issues with the more knowledgeable others. Who are they? Who are these students? How do we know? How do we substantiate? And yeah, when you have another student that's going to be responsible for evaluating you, a lot of subjectivity involved. So you're going to have skewed statistics on that. And that's pretty much it. All I can do is just speak to the mock itself and try to present some cons to the actual platform of the course, but not so much the layout. And that concludes my presentation.